An audio excerpt from the Crystal Crux series, Blue Grotto, by Alan M. Werner.
The carriage struck a major rut before careening through a sharp turn that forced everyone in the carriage to tumble sideways, Anthea and her guardsmen to the right. Anthea's head ended up resting in the lap of a guard. The youngster laughed as she pushed up off him as quickly as the carriage righted itself. Rugerius appeared immune to the jostling. He was composed and balanced, hardly affected by the bumps no matter how jarring. He didn't lean in the least during that last violent turn. "What are your intentions?" Anthea was pleased her voice had returned. The water helped. "Where are we going? Where are you taking me?" The curtains on both sides of the coach were battened down to prevent dust generated by the horses and the wheels from getting inside. Rugerius pointed at the window he had just peeked through and invited her to look and figure it out for herself. Anthea didn't wish to play games with him. She wanted a simple answer to her simple question, but the opportunity to get away from the guards seemed a small victory. Anthea tore herself away from the pinning and fell. On hands and knees, she crawled across the trembling floor of the coach to the curtain. She untied the latches and toggles restraining the heavy cloth and tossed it fully away. Peering through the smoke, recognition came quick. They were on a hill approaching an enormous coastal city. She had only been to the capital city once before, but there was no mistaking the distinctive skyline and the bright blue waters of the Bay of Naples churning in the horizon behind it. Parthenope. Her heart sank as she said it. Rugerius laughed, and so did the guardsmen. Anthea was ready to voice her complaints, but something was happening to her. A queasy sensation mimicking motion sickness fluttered nervously inside her belly. "This," she thought, "is how I felt in the kitchens before losing consciousness." The regression was coming upon her slower, more purposeful, and dare she think it, self-inflicted. Poison. Have I been poisoned? The light outside the cab grew dimmer and dimmer again. It wore an eerie shroud, a veil of night. She fought back with a yawn and brisk shaking of the head. It did her no good. Nothing would clear her mind. She turned away from the window to find that everything inside the coach was dreamy. Sounds were warbled as well. The groans of the carriage's body melted into the noise of the spinning wheels and the horses neighing. The golden tassels on the ceiling became pretty girls in summer frocks. They showered her with petals of light. She spotted the flask lying on the floor nearby. The gold tongue of the purple dragon slithered towards her, but she wasn't scared of it. Just amused. "What have you done to me?" Anthea whispered. Rugerius chuckled. Anthea was tired of his chuckling. "Just a sedative," he assured her. "I knew you would eventually thirst." Rugerius's voice was warbled and slurring more than usual, distant and distorted, as if traveling down a long tunnel before reaching her. "But no worries, Anthea. I know how much you loathe our city. Your stay in it will be brief. I've a boat waiting at the docks." "A boat? A boat? Are you taking me home?" The sedative was working quickly. She imagined she was home and standing on the shores of Sunyan. She watched a proud merchant ship sail back and forth before her, hypnotizing her with its relaxing passage. The conveyance jerked yet again, and Anthea's head came to rest on Rugerius's knee. She knew where she was, but she didn't care. She was wholly numb to everything.
This has been an excerpt from Blue Grotto, the second book in the Crystal Crux series. There are 5 books in the Crystal Crux series: Betrayal, Blue Grotto, Cold Night, Shimmer, and Beautiful. The books are available in paperback, hardcover, and ebook.